are working with some real words today. These words are going to be a little bit harder than last time. What I did last time before I share my screen was I explained the reading rules that you will need to read a single word. So like if the word was frivolous, I would explain exactly what is happening in the word, what rules and reading patterns you need to know to be able to read that word correctly. And then I just showed you the word and you had to apply all of those rules that I just reminded you or taught you of. That was leaving a little bit more to chance than I usually like. I like to set people up for success so their brain only knows success, so that your brain only gets it right. It just makes learning so much faster if your brain gets it right most of the time. So instead of doing it that way today, I'm going to do it different. I'm going to show you the word. I'm not going to say it though. I'm just going to explain the reading patterns that are involved in the word and then have you read it without me. And then I'll come back and read it with you. And then let's see how we like this method. All right, sharing my screen. So here is the first word. Don't freak out. These are going to be a little on the challenging side, but I'm coming in and I'm going to explain it to you. And then you're going to feel so good when you can read it beautifully. All right. When you see a word with a C-O-N at the beginning or a C-O-M, it's a I believe it's a Latin root. I often get confused if it's Latin or Greek, but I believe it's a Latin root. And they are pronounced cun and cum, like in computer. Cun and cum. Okay, so this O is going to sound like a short U. This E is following the tap 2 rule. Don't forget this P when you're sounding it out. It wants to be heard. This TU says chew. When you see a TU, especially toward the end of a multisyllable word and there's a vowel after it, it's going to say chew, like you're going to chew some food. OUS is a suffix that says us. You don't even hear the O. Now, don't forget this P. Take a second, read that word, and I'll come in and read it with you. Okay, so our sounds are k, n, t, m, p. Chew, I'm going to give that one sound. S. Contemptuous. Contemptuous. Don't forget the P. Contemptuous. Did you get it? Yes? Y? Yes? Yes? Or A almost? Y or A for contemptuous? Okay. I'm getting mostly A's. So let me ask you this. Would you have gotten it if I gave you more time? Did I come in too soon? Yes or no? You would have gotten it if I gave you more time. Okay, more time. And I'm also going to break this next one into syllables. That will help also. Okay, next. Yeah, that was a long word. Okay. Okay, this is kind of a long word too, but I'm going to go slower. I'm going to give you more time, and I'm going to break it up into syllables. We have syllables are right here, and right here. Okay, so this is the tap 2 rule. So this E is going to say ER says This E follows the tap 2 rule. It's going to say eh. This C has an E after it. When that happens, C makes it soft sound and sounds like an S. So these two S sounds are going to blend together into one sound. And then this E is following the tap 2 rule and says eh. Take your time, read it, and then I'll come in a minute. Thank you, Clement. Okay, a few more seconds. So this E is going to say eh. These two F's are one sound. F, F, V, S. This S and C are making one sound actually. E, N, T. I'm going to break it into these syllables. We have F. Then we have fur. Putting those two syllables together. Effer. Then we have ves. Effervesce. Then we have scent. Effervescent. Effervescent. Y or A? Yes or almost? Okay, good. Okay. Okay, good, good. Let's keep going. Next word. All right, here we go. Are these words like Christmas presents? Are you excited for the next one like I am? All right, so here's what's going on here. Let me break it up into syllables. So this I says it because of the tap 2 rule. This O says ah because of the tap 2 rule. Remember I told you that C-O-N and C-O-M can say con and come only if it's the first part of the word. The rest of the word has to be after. There can't be anything before. So this O says ah. This U is going to follow the tap 2 rule and say oo because there's a vowel right there. And here's our OUS suffix that says us. Go for it. Now the accent of this word is going to be right here. So this is going to be the syllable that's said more strongly or with more emphasis. Okay, so we have I, N, K, A, N, G, R, U, S. First syllable, in. Next syllable, k, a, n, con, putting those two together. In, con. Next syllable, g, u, grew. Incongru. Now this is accented, so I'm going to say this one stronger. Incongru. Last syllable is us. Incongruous. Incongruous. Now, if you didn't say it with that accent on the right syllable, it's okay. You still read it correctly if you read incongruous. You got all of the sounds right. So let me know Y or A on that one, please. Incongruous. That's a lot more Y's. Look at that. That makes me so happy. That's a lot more Y's. Yay! Okay, so let me give me a word in the chat how you're liking this method. When I show you the word, explain it, and then have you read it without me. Thumbs up, good, like, good. Okay, yeah, I like it too. I like it too. It's not too challenging, but it's still a little bit of a challenge, which I like because you are intelligent adults, and so you probably like to use your brain. Okay, here we go. Fun one. Are you excited for your next Christmas present? All right, what's this one? I'm gonna make that bigger so there's more room. What is going on here? So this is a Greek word, you can tell because there's a Y in the middle. When that happens, it's called a medial Y, and you know it's a Greek word, and that Y acts exactly like an I would. So it's going to act just like an I. In this case, darn it. This one breaks the pattern just a little bit. It's going to sound more like ear. This Y is going to sound more like ear. And then this R is this R right here. And here's that I. Remember we had this a couple words ago. That when I comes almost to the end of a multisyllable word and there's a vowel after it, then it makes the long E sound. Or maybe that was my spelling class. Okay, so when I comes almost to the end of a multisyllable word and there's a vowel after it, it says E. This A is making the schwa sound because when A is almost to the end of a multisyllable word and there's a consonant after it, it says Now, if all of that is information that you're like, whoa, that is too much for my brain, just stick with us for a year. By the time this lesson right here has its own lesson for a whole 30 minutes. This has its own lesson for a whole 30 minutes, and they're all recorded for you so that you'll be able to, if you just are starting, we're going to start again and learn all of this stuff in depth. So by the time you get to the end of the year, like we're doing right now, we're practicing and reviewing it, it'll be more familiar for you. All right, go ahead and try to sound this one out. I apologize that this one is a little bit of a rule breaker. I usually like to keep them pretty consistent with the patterns that we're learning. This R is this R right here. Try it. That's right, Blair. That's right, you are. You're going to get them all right. Oh, good to know, Joe. Nice, Nicole. Okay, Sarah. Yay. All right, so how are you guys doing? So if this is ear right here, and here we have an E, and here we have a, then we have myriad. Myriad. Like a myriad of opportunities, a myriad of answers, a variety. So how did you do? Y or A? Yes or almost for myriad? Talon, were you just waiting to put that Y on there? You're like, just ask me how I did. Ask me so I can tell you. Y, yes, I got it. This one got about half and half. About half got it, half got almost. Okay. Next. I think we have time for one or two more. All right, what do we got? All right. So we have an ah here because of the tap 2 rule. This A is making the schwa sound. I don't know why. So I'm just telling you, this one's a little bit of a rule breaker word. When we're doing the Real words that are longer and they're more complicated and they're more difficult to read, sometimes it's just because they break typical phonetic patterns, but we're going to address them in this class. So this A is making the schwa sound and saying ah. This C has an E, I, or Y after it, which makes it soft. Its soft sound is S. This I is making its long sound and saying I because of the tap 2 rule. This E is silent. The only reason it's there is to make that I say its name. Go for it. This syllable is accented. So we have ah, s, os, t, tra, ostra. Keeping this one accented so it's said more strongly. Ostra. S, I, z, size. Ostracize. Ostracize. Y or A. That's right, you did, Blair. Almost okay. Ostracize. Lots of almosts on that one. Lots of almosts. Would you have got it if I gave you more time? Yes or no? Would you have got, if you got it almost, do you think you would have got it right if I gave you more time? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you got it. Last one. We have a long O because of the tap 2 rule, and here's that I. When it's toward the end of a multi-syllable word and there's a vowel after it, it says E. Here's that us again. I told you it was common. The O doesn't say anything. The U says it's short sound because of the tap 2 rule. Go for it. So we know that this O is going to say O. So we have K, O, ko. We know that this I is going to say E. So we have P, E, P, co-P. O-U-S says us. And this is accented. Copious. Copious. Please let me know. Y or A? Did you get that one? Can you work on words where the vowel is in the first and the 2 vowels together in the multi-syllable words? Yeah. The E in the middle got you. Did you get this one? Lots of Y's. That's what I was hoping for. Several A's too. You're not alone. You're not alone. Yay, your first one. Nice, nice. And now let me know how you're feeling and if there's anything I can do that would help you feel more successful in this class. How are you feeling with this new kind of way of doing it? And is there anything that you need that I can do or that you want that I can do to make it better? Thanks, Daryl. Thanks, Danielle. Okay. Thanks, Sarah. All right. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, good, good. I like it this way too. I love working with real words. It was really fun to put this list together because every time I was putting a new one down, I'm like, oh, they're gonna love this one. They're gonna love this one. And I'm gonna also do better at giving the definition so we know what copious means and contemptuous. Oh, one more thing. If you still can stay with me, I want to put them all down and let you read them one last time. So we're going to end a little bit late, but if you have another minute, I want to do this with you. What does that say? Contemptuous. Contemptuous. Try this one. Effervescent. Effervescent. How about this one? Incongruent. Incongruent. And this one. Myriad. Myriad. And two more. Ostracize. Ostracize. And then we have copious. Contemptuous. Effervescent. Incongruent. Myriad. Ostracize. Copious. All right, my friends, that was fun. We'll do more next time. Have a wonderful night. See you Wednesday. Bye, everybody.